Hey guys, today I'll show you how you can do a photo shoot in your macro do-it-yourself studio box, and then how you can process it in Lightroom and Photoshop to get a really nice result. So first off, I'm going to show you this box that I built, and I'll put a link right over there on how you can build it, and then we're going to go into the computer and finish it. Okay, so it's a bit darker now, but as you can see here, I've got a box and I've got some just normal baking paper in the holes here, and then I would usually put another flash right here, but I just couldn't be bothered to get it out. And as you can see, the lighting is okay. It's actually a bit better in real life than what it is right here, but that's what we're going to go ahead and fix in Photoshop and Lightroom. So that's what it is, and I'll put a link that shows you how to build it. Okay, so now we're here in Lightroom with the pictures that I just shot, and here is one of the unprocessed ones, and here is one of the ones that I've been playing with, and I've done a bit of tri-toning with it. If it'll just open right here, I've also cropped it a bit, but we're going to be working on this image right over here. And one of the first things we can do is, you can see the color is way off here, and I haven't done that good of a job at adjusting it. So, and we just want to do this really quickly. So instead of going to Photoshop and doing it the real way, we're just going to press this thing here, and we know that this paper is white, so we're just going to press it right here, and you can see that just did a tremendously good job. So we're just going to deselect that, and then we'll go down here. I don't really want to bump up the exposure, so I think it's pretty well exposed. We might just do it a little bit. No, there's no need for that. However, we can just put a bit more fill light in it, and then just enhance the blacks a tiny bit. And everything up here you can do in the tones, or I mean in the curve. But it's a lot easier and quicker to do it here, and I love to get the clarity up, and there's no need to get the vibrance, just a little bit to make it pop. Now, the curve that I was talking about before is a tone curve right here, and just to explain it really quickly, this stuff down here is the shadows, the darks, the lights, and the highlights up here. And the higher it is, the lighter it is, the lower it is, the darker it is. So, and Lightroom explains this for you as well. But there's no need to be tweaking that right now. So, let's just do this really fast. And we'll do some sharpening. And it's really good to focus in the text right here. I'll just bump this amount up a fair bit, just outside of the red. And, let's see, increase the detail a bit, and that should be enough. It actually does a really good job of doing that, and of course you can do this in Photoshop, but the more you can do in Lightroom, the better. So now I just want to add just a slight vignette, just to make it a little more interesting. I'm not going to crop it right now, you can play with that. Not that much, just around there. And that should actually be enough. I want this effect to be subtle. And then I promised you I was going to go to Photoshop, so I'm just going to do this really quickly to show you how you do the black and white. So let's just jump over into Photoshop. Okay, so now we're here inside of Photoshop, and the first thing you want to do is just press the black and white adjustment layer up here, just like that. And we basically do this to desaturate the image, or we could just have used the shortcut, which is Control-Shift-U. But I like to do it this way instead, because it gives me the option to control my grayscale over here. So go ahead and flatten the image, just like that. And discard of the adjustment layers. And I'm really sorry this takes a long time. Now go to image and image mode, and as you can see, I can't choose duotone, and that's exactly what I want to get into. But that's why that's because I shot this in 16-bit, so we're just going to turn it into an 8-bit image, and then go into mode and duotone. and I'll just bring this in so you can see it. This comes with a lot of lovely presets, but we can just play around with them, but unfortunately we don't have time to do that, so I'm just gonna pick one that I think looks good. I'm gonna try this one. That's a duotone. We're gonna try and find a tritone. And to explain this, these just works like these work like the curve that you saw in Lightroom, just with color. So you can play around with those as well. Let's just use this one, although it is a duotone. And you can see this looks like an ordinary black and white, but if you actually were to compare this to normal grayscale or black and white, you would be able to see the difference. You can also put other colors in it. I really like a navy color or tint inside of it, but let's just go with this one. So that was it for this one. I know it was a long one, but I hope you liked it. Bye.